I'm told that you are one of the people who stood up here to organize, to say that looting can't be allowed in this particular area. If you can tell us about that initiative, how did it come about and how are you going about doing it?
Thank you very much for an opportunity. First and foremost, I would like to say it came to my attention the fact that I am a youth leader. So as a youth leader, I needed to talk to my youth, address them, and ensure that they understand that Volkrust is a very small town with only one shopping complex. So if we are to loot this very own complex that we have, then we are not going to have food. And then development hardly comes by here in Pixligaseme. So if we destroy what we have, it simply says we are setting ourselves back into another decade of having nothing at all. So ours was to make a call to preserve the little that we have so that in the near future developments can come. I mean, if we are going to loot this only complex that we have, we are clearly saying to future investors, go away, we don't want you. But if we as the community members stand up and take a stand and say nobody's going to loot, there should be no thugs that are going to do any thievery around our community, then we are saying to the investors, the future investors, you can come here, we are ready to protect and preserve what's ours because this is our hometown.
I can see that community members are starting to gather here. Tell us about your operations. How do you go about in terms of ensuring that the property around this particular area is safe?
It's actually quite simple. What we do, we gather around this complex like we started yesterday. We gathered around here and then we divide ourselves into numbers. There's quite a whole lot of people, and what I loved most since we started this campaign was the unity in diversity. Each and every race was here, and then we divide ourselves into taking turns. We even have different time slots of the patrols that we are making. So what's going to be happening today, as you see them coming through, it's because at 8 o'clock we gather around and then we set ourselves in groups and then we give each other routes, which routes we're going to take in the time slots. And what's going to happen, which is something new today, we are going to do the very same thing that we are doing here in town. We are going to go back to Vukuzaki. I've assembled another team. We are going to be having another team in Vukuzaki. We will be gathering at 8 o'clock in Danny's garage, which is our local garage. We will again assemble there, and then we will divide ourselves again into groups and have the time slots in order for us to patrol and operate to ensure that we find looters. And we'll be working together with the SAPS. We want to thank once again, our SAPS has been very proactive and productive in this matter to an extent that we even have a dedicated police force that are working with us. So whenever there's a situation taking place, we are able to WhatsApp them or even call them, and they respond immediately because they are part of us. We are one.
All right. Thank you very much for talking.